Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess. I do like to read. I read a lot of romantasy. I do read some thriller mystery. However, romantasy has my heart. Today's video is going to be a giant book haul. Okay. I have no restraint. I do fear that I have no restraint, and not to mention buying books is also a part of the hobby. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to put both of these up. There's one stack. Here's the other stack. You thought I was kidding, didn't you, when I said this was going to be a giant book haul? Well, lesson number one, I do not kid. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. And if you'd like to see what kind of books I have acquired, then please keep on watching. These ones are the ones I have most recently acquired. I went to a bookstore here in Colorado Springs and it had quite a few used options and I took advantage of that. First up, we have this Woven Kingdom. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, so I'm not even gonna try to butcher it. But this is a YA romantasy. I don't really know too much about it, but I have heard some good things. And it was only $11.99. I had to, right? Yeah. Also from that same bookstore, I picked up Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I have heard so much about this. I have heard how truthfully devastating this book series is. I picked it up and it was $8.99. To be honest, I really don't know too much about it other than that it is heartbreaking. That should be fun. Yeah. This book that I found, I screamed when I saw this. Was my face, because the fact that it was on the shelf and nobody had picked it up or noticed it was astonishing. Yeah. This is the original out-of-print cover of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I do already own this first book, however, this is rare. Are you kidding? I couldn't not get it. And it was only $35. That's not bad. Yeah. Next up, these are some books that I had gotten from Barnes & Noble. I got Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. I actually had just finished Phantasma maybe a couple weeks ago now, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I had fun with it. This had already come out by the time that I just read Phantasma. I figured I might as well pick it up and see. This I know follows Genevieve, which is Ophelia's sister. Ophelia is our FMC in Phantasma, and I've heard a lot about the MMC Rowan, that people like him, so I would also like to meet him. Heavenly Bodies. I'm a little late to this, I know, but I did get this on my Kindle. I just haven't had time to read it, but I wanted the physical copy because look at the purple sprayed edges. I am obsessed with that. I'm really excited for this book at whatever point I am able to read it. I know it's like astrological kind of vibes, prophecies, and it does seem like there is a plot twist at the end from like reading vlogs that I have watched, so color me intrigued. Next, I picked up Done and Dusted and Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. I haven't read any of the Rebel Blue Ranch novels, but they're so cute and tiny. And also this one is signed. So I thought that was really cool. And who doesn't love a good cowboy romance, right? They're cute. And I love the covers. They're so cute. I swear, the internet has broken with these next two books. I am really excited for this one. This is Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. I am super excited for this. This is a romantasy. Devney Perry generally writes romance novels from what I understand, and this is her first fantasy romance, so I'm really excited. Edges are beautiful. There are some illustrations. I don't really know what this is about. I saw somewhere that it said A Witcher meets Cinderella. I don't know if that's true. I do, however, want to find out. So this is probably like the highest of my TBR right now. Next up, this book and this author kind of came out of nowhere for me. I saw it literally on the Tuesday, the release day that it was coming out. Had never heard of it previously. Yeah. Silver Elite by Danny Francis. Apparently this is some pen name. Whatever, you know? Whatever. This is supposed to be a dystopian fantasy romance. I have heard the crowd cannot choose, okay? Either people love this or people hate this. So I'm kind of scared to start it, and I'm not really sure where I'm going to fall on either side of that. I don't know, but I do want to read it, and I do want to form my own opinion because reading is subjective. People are not always going to like what you like, and that's okay. I am intrigued. For my last Barnes & Noble book, I have picked up The Never List by Jade Presley. I have seen a few things about this. I know this is like a why choose romance, but it's also signed. I don't know what it is. Something about a signed book. Okay, I am a slut for. There are also some illustrations. And my Barnes & Noble had an event and I totally missed out. And so that was a bummer. Nonetheless, I grabbed it. This is, again, fantasy romance. It says you're invited to the choosing where you could win the heart of not just one prince, but 4. So potentially some games and trials. Why choose romance? And it is supposed to be spicy, so I'm excited. Sounds like a great time, right? Yeah. Moving on to my other stack. Some of these I had purchased at a bookstore also in Colorado Springs called Basecamp Books. They have such an incredible selection. They have so many used books as well as new releases. I just couldn't help myself. First up, we have Legend Born by Tracy Deonn. I saw I think it's the 3rd book that just came out, Oathbound, I believe. I saw that had just gotten released this year, and I was very interested just based off of people having raving reviews on the 3rd book. I know this is a YA fantasy. Otherwise, I don't really know too much, and that's kind of my favorite way to go into books. I like to know maybe just like a little bit of information and see that people are enjoying the books rather than getting a full-on review. I think it's more fun that way, but I'm excited to read this. It's kind of shocking that I haven't read this already, but next up we have Butcher and Blackbird by Brynn Weaver. This is more of like a dark romance, serial killer is kind of competing for their love. I know there are 3 books out, and I believe each book follows a different set of characters that are introduced in the books. This first one follows Sloane and Rowan, and I've heard that this is actually comical, entertaining, dark romance. I do believe I would like that. And lastly, at that bookshop, I had picked up Lady of Shadows by Melissa K. Rourke. This is book 2 in the Lady of Darkness series. I just finished Lady of Darkness book 1 a few weeks ago, and I had preemptively picked this up before I even started it because I just love the covers. I think they are stunning, and I really do enjoy Melissa K. Rourke writing. I enjoy her other legacy series, so I am excited to pick this up and read because I was really enjoying Scarlet's story in Lady of Darkness, and I want to see where the rest of it goes. These next 2 books have also been blowing up all over my TikTok, all over Instagram, YouTube, what have you. First up is On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin. This is a Vampire Academy with dragons. A lot of people have compared this to Fourth Wing and said that this is an incredible time. So yeah, I like dragons, I like vampires, I like fae, I like all of that. There are 2 books out right now, and I am desperately needing to read this. I want to see what everybody's talking about. I am the kind of person that if people are ranting and raving about a book, I want to know what's going on. I want to know why they are obsessing over it, and maybe if I'm going to obsess over it too, I like that. I have FOMO, okay? Sorry. This next one, Direbound by Stable Sorensen. This, again, is compared to Fourth Wing, except bonding with dragons, they bond with direwolves. I think that is like the only comparison that people are giving it. Otherwise, it is pretty much its own. I have heard whispers of a love triangle. And that this is a fast-paced romantasy read. Yeah, I do like that. I have a type, what can I say? Lastly, these next 2 books are being traditionally published, so I wanted to take advantage and grab these covers before they are out of print. Been wanting to read them. I just don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. Okay. First up, Noxacadia by Carrie Lake. This is dark academia, but make it modern. I like that. Professor, mentor, mentee. Yeah, I like that. I do. And lastly, we have Anathema by Carrie Lake. Dark, spooky, gothic vibes. And I like the cover. That pretty much concludes this haul. Again, these are books that I have acquired over the last month and a half, I would say. I am not buying all these books at a single time. I wish, but my husband, he does give me a limit. He is very understanding and enjoys me enjoying my hobby. If you like these kinds of videos, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Stay tuned for more content like this. I am still trying to figure out what kind of uploading schedule I'm going to have, but I will be uploading at least once a week, and we will go from there. Thanks so much for watching and hanging out, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.